Hey everybody, it's Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, and I'm back off of vacation. Spent the last week in Las Vegas. I did a little bit of gambling. Went and ate a lot of really good food, and went and saw a few of the different sites in Las Vegas. We'll talk about that on the show. Also, I did not have to watch any of the Democratic convention, which, hey, that's a great thing. I want to thank my fill-in host from the past week, Paul Beane, Carl Tepper, Steve Evans, and Allen Corbin. I heard they all did a great job, and they all had to watch the Democratic convention to talk to you folks about it on the show. I did not have to watch it, but I did go back and I watched Hillary Clinton's speech. I watched Bill Clinton's speech. I watched a little bit of Tim Kaine before I fell asleep. So we'll talk about what they had to say in the fallout from both the RNC and the DNC moving forward. Quick thing about Las Vegas. Want to say you had a great time out there. It's very rare that you walk away with money, but I have to give hat tip to my wife. Because of her, we did pretty well in Las Vegas. Did all right at the craps table. She cleaned up at blackjack, and man, she turns into a different person in Las Vegas. But we'll talk about all of that on the show. By the way, did go by the Trump Hotel, picked up a luxurious glass here from the Trump Hotel. Did talk to the folks at the Trump Hotel. Said that due to Donald Trump running, they've actually seen an increase in people who have gone by the hotel, checked out the place, and even stayed at the Trump Hotel as well. So I guess if nothing else for Donald Trump, the presidential run looks like it's pretty good for the hotel business, for tourism. Stayed in downtown in Las Vegas, the Golden Nugget, which was great. Second time staying there. They got a great pool, great people out there. And then another thing, if you're going to Las Vegas that you've got to see, now this is pretty cool. It's off the beaten path a little bit. The Atomic Testing Museum. Yeah, the Atomic Testing Museum. For those of you who like history, those of you who are interested in military history, World War II, the Atomic Testing Museum, very cool. It's really not that expensive to get into. I think it's like $22 maybe to get into. They have an Area 51 exhibit, which is a little cheesy at times. But the main exhibit, the Atomic Testing Museum, very cool. A lot of good information, a lot of history there. They've got replicas, and they also actually have some real pieces there from some of the testing that went on, mainly in Nevada, but in other places as well. So some very cool stuff for you to see. The Atomic Testing Museum, I highly recommend it. Let's be honest, you're going to need a break from the shopping and from the gambling at some point. The Atomic Testing Museum, I think, is a great place to go and check out. Tune in to the Chad HT shows. We talk a little politics today, a little Las Vegas, also a little gambling as well, because I'll tell you, I met person after person after person from the state of Texas in Las Vegas, just reinforced why the state of Nevada and the city of Las Vegas absolutely does not want the state legislature here in Texas to approve gambling. Why? Because there are a ton of Texans who go and visit Las Vegas. In fact, met a few people from Lubbock, Texas as well at the craps table. All right, tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. You can find me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio. That's Chad Hasty Radio on Twitter. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon on the Chad Hasty Show.